Hello everybody! I'm so sorry it's been such a long time since my last video. Thank you very much to someone who has been waiting, and a warm welcome to all the new subscribers. Today, I'm going to talk about something really special, Daruma. Do you know about Daruma? Isn't this the cute, colorful little doll from Japan with the big eyes? Looks a bit like the waving cat, but minus the arms and legs. Yep, kind of. The doll is what most foreigners know, but for us, Daruma is much, much more. With its strong expression and adorable form, Daruma is a popular choice as a souvenir from Japan. Some big fans even choose him as design for a small tattoo. Daruma is a famous good luck charm in Japan, characterized by its round shape and striking red color, a hallmark of its traditional ornament. When you have a wish, you purchase a Daruma without eyes, draw in one eye, and complete it by adding the other eye once your wish comes true. This means that if you see a Daruma with both eyes drawn in someone's home or office, it might signify they had a significant wish in the past that came true. Often a cozy home, a healthy family, or a success in business. But why has the act of drawing eyes on a Daruma become a custom for making wishes or celebrating fulfilled ones? This time, I'd like to introduce the history of how drawing eyes on Daruma came to be. If you find this video interesting, I'd be delighted if you could give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. To explain about Daruma, I have to go back in history to a really interesting period. In Europe, you call it late antiquity and early Middle Ages. It was a time of big changes, migrating people and the birth of new cultures and nations. While Christianity was spreading across the Western world, in Asia, it was the era of the northern and southern dynasties in China. During this time, an Indian monk called Bodhidharma wandered all the way to China, where he established Zen Buddhism. As mentioned in a historical record from the year 547 AD. As Buddhism spread into Japan soon after, this famous monk became known as Daruma Taishi. Bodhidharma, Dharma, Daruma. You get it, right? Now, this monk was said not only to be well versed in philosophical discussion, even with the Chinese emperor, but also to be extremely determined in his meditation studies. We believe that he lived and taught at the famous Shaolin Temple in China. He also meditated a lot, one time for 9 years without a break, always facing a wall. Can you imagine that deep-seated meditative Daruma is so closely connected to Shaolin Kung Fu, which we've seen in movies like Enter the Dragon or Shaolin Soccer? But meditation and martial arts are very closely connected. Shall I do another video about that? But back to our monk Daruma. Like I mentioned, he was pretty dedicated. There is a legend that he meditated so intensely that his arms and legs withered away, as he had no more use for them. That's why the little Daruma charms don't have any. Not only he sacrificed his limbs, but he even cut off his own eyelids to avoid falling asleep during meditation. Legend has it. I guess he must have done this before his arms fell off, right? Or the story is meant to be more metaphorical. In any case, the tale of his rigorous practice and his reverence as a great monk seems to include some benevolent embellishments. Never let the truth get in the way of a good story. The Zen Buddhism that Daruma Taishi propagated eventually reached Japan in the form of Rinzai and Soto school as his students spread out across the lands. For those interested in learning more about Zen, please check out my previous video. When Zen Buddhism came to Japan, Daruma Taishi's stories including the ones about his missing limbs, also made their way here and fused with an existing Japanese toy called Okiagari Koboshi. Okiagari Koboshi is a round doll with a weight at its bottom, designed to always stand upright even if pushed over. It is made of paper mache, making it surprisingly light compared to its appearance. The spiritual legend of Daruma Taishi was then somehow superimposed onto this story, leading to the creation of today's Daruma. They are seen as resilient, falling but always rising again, and came to symbolize 7 falls, 8 rises, a philosophy still now instilled in many of us as essential for success. The tradition of painting eyes on Daruma, though, developed even later, during the Edo period. During this time, though mainly peaceful, outbreaks of the terrifying smallpox epidemic occurred repeatedly, killing many people. One of the horrible symptoms of smallpox is that patients are losing their eyesight, and superstition led to different magical ways of trying to avoid this terrible fate. Having a Daruma with beautifully drawn eyes will protect you from losing your vision, someone thought, and a tradition emerged that he can protect you. Smallpox was featured and believed to be brought by an evil deity who was thought to dislike the color red. Meanwhile, the legendary Bodhidharma, revered as a great monk, was often depicted wearing a red robe, traditionally worn by high-ranking monks. Red Daruma status of all sizes with neatly painted eyes became highly popular. But however, Daruma with poorly drawn eyes didn't sell well. This led to the idea that if you draw the eyes yourself beautifully, your wish would be even more strongly imbued, and practice evolved into the modern wishing Daruma. Merchants began to produce Daruma without eyes, establishing the tradition of drawing in the eyes while making a wish as a lucky act. This ritual reflects one's determination and symbolizes the effort and prayers directed towards achieving the goal. The act of painting eyes also resonates with the tradition of Buddhist sculpture, where the artisan places the eyes on the statue as the final touch, similar to the idiom painting the dragon's eyes, signifying the imparting of spirit or intent. This tradition extends to tattoo artists specializing in traditional Japanese designs, many of whom also reserve the eyes at the last detail to complete their work. Garyo Tensei. You will see the last bit of a dragon or snake that is tattooed is the eyes, marking the completion of a journey. Nowadays, the practice of painting eyes on Daruma remains deeply rooted in various aspects of life. One eye is inserted at the start of a project or endeavor while making a wish, and the other is filled in upon its successful completion, signifying gratitude for achieving the goal. Daruma dolls are commonly used by students hoping to pass exams, business owners wishing for prosperity, and many others who keep Daruma in their homes or workspaces as a symbol of their aspirations. Funnily enough, Daruma, of course, are produced in many regions. But Takasaki Daruma from Takasaki City in Gunma Prefecture accounts for about 80% of the total production, and they have certain important features. Let's take a look at a real Takasaki Daruma. In Japan, cranes and turtles are considered symbols of good fortune. Thus, the eyebrows are shaped like cranes, while the mustache and beard resemble turtles. However, personally, while I can see the crane, the turtle design seems less apparent. Can you find a turtle? Additionally, the belly of the Daruma features the phrase "Fukuiri," bringing fortune in gold, and its shoulders bear auspicious phrases in gold lettering such as family safety, prosperity in business, fulfillment of great desires, and achievement of goals. Modern Daruma also incorporate Feng Shui principles, we call it Fusui, leading to variations in colors beyond the traditional red, such as yellow, green, blue, purple, and pink, each associated with different types of luck. The most distinctive feature of the Daruma is its eyes, sold with blank white eyes, like I explained earlier. They are later painted by the owner. There is no single correct order for painting the eyes. Customs vary by household. However, at the original Daruma-dera, the correct practice is to paint the left eye first while making a wish, and the right eye upon its fulfillment. Once a wish is fulfilled, it is best to take the Daruma to a temple or shrine for ceremonial burning, similar to the treatment of talismans. If the wish is not realized, purchasing a new, larger Daruma is recommended. This recommendation most likely was first announced by smart Daruma merchants, I believe. In any case, it is essential to replace the Daruma after a year. The old Daruma, which protected your household and brought fortune, should be respectfully burned in a ceremonial fire. There are no strict rules for where to place a Daruma, but it should be in a tidy, accessible spot where family members can see it. Creating a space watched over by the Daruma might help you feel its protective influence. Do you have a Daruma at home? Not yet? Get one on your next or first trip to Japan. Thank you very much for watching today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye! またね!